Pisces, hey, how are you? This is Lisa, and I'm coming in to do a general reading for September 2022. It's general, it's not going to resonate with everybody, but you know the drill. Take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy it, and you'll come back and see me again. And for those of you who have been here before, I really do appreciate the support. All right, let's get started. What are we going to tell Pisces for September 2022? Okay, we got the Two of Coins, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the King of Swords, the Chariot, Temperance, the Page of Cups, and the Lovers. That's pretty much in the view. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and see what we can find out from this, and then I'll clarify with another deck, and I'll pull a couple oracle cards at the end. All right. Looks like you're juggling. You're busy. You're trying to, you have a home, a job, family, whatever it is that you're trying to keep the balls in the air, trying not to drop anything. So you're really, really busy. It doesn't feel like it's a not happy busy. I think you actually enjoy being busy. Maybe. But yeah, so you're definitely juggling through some stuff. And your month is kind of like feeling where you have an idea of maybe there's a new idea coming in. Maybe you had a mental clarity based on something. And, so you're probably going to be doing something this month that, it might be new. It might be something that you have, I got this breakthrough and I'm going to do it. That, whether it be, something that you've been wanting to do. I feel like it's been something that you have been working to get started on. Maybe that's why you're juggling too. You're trying to figure out how can I do what this is and be able to handle all the other stuff I have. Let's see. Ace of Pentacles. Well, this is like a goal. It's like maybe you have a financial opportunity. And I feel like you have a goal to make something, to create something. Some kind of, maybe a business that you can build upon it and bring in some kind of abundance. It's almost like planting a seed, and you can definitely know that you're going to be able to grow on it. And that's probably what this idea was about. And the juggling, I really think you're just trying to figure out, how am I going to do this and this? Now, this Eight of Cups. Now this is walking away from something that you put a lot of time and effort into and meant a lot, but at a point where it did not work. So you're figuring, I can't stay here anymore. It's not anything I can do. And with this, it comes up, it's an obstacle. Like this walking away from this, whatever this might have been, it's an obstacle for you to overcome. So it's almost like, okay, do I walk away and not finish whatever this was going to be, or do I stick with it and just try to keep moving forward? Because maybe that's what so whatever it is that you were like cared about a lot, that it meant a lot to you, maybe that was what was making you have to juggle too much, and you weren't able to start your new because you still had whatever this was, and you don't want to walk away from it, or you thought that was the only way you were going to be able to create anything else, is to walk away from what this was. take it how it resonates, but like I don't know what this would represent to you, but maybe we'll figure it out. Now you got this King of Swords. This energy is something like, now this could be male or female, that doesn't matter. And I feel like this is, you have accomplished being able to be very strong, very authoritative. You know, you're firm, you're fair, and you're able to use your head more than your heart in certain situations. And for you, I feel like that's kind of like a major accomplishment because, you tend to, now I'm not saying this is different for everybody, but maybe you tend to be more of an emotional person, maybe more, nurturing than just like authority. Like maybe you're more, yeah, well, I thought it was more nurturing. That's the only thing I could think of. Because this energy is not. He's, he or she, very strong, very, independent, and they're direct. And so whatever it is that you had to work with, I think you might have had to change up and not been so caring and nurturing. And, so I don't know if you went from, like maybe you're with, you're a parent and now you're going out to the workforce, or, whatever it was, you had to maybe change something a little bit about yourself. And to you, it was an accomplishment. Now we have the Chariot. And this is to have a lot of drive and determination. To be in the right place. It's kind of like right place at the right time. With a lot of drive, determination. And, wanting to get things done and having the ability to get things done. But in this spread, it comes up as in what to avoid. And I don't know if that is maybe saying to you, okay, well, let's table the determination and the drive for now. It's not forever. It just might be, this isn't the best time, so maybe over here will be the best time. So when we clarify, maybe it'll come up, because it might make sense. This could also actually represent traveling too. So it might be saying to you that, maybe not traveling yet. But we'll see. Take it how it resonates, though, because if you're thinking about traveling, that may be something to you. And then we have Temperance. This is about being balanced and handling things in moderation. Just not overdoing any one thing, or not having a lot of patience. And like, you definitely want to make sure that, you're keeping that part of yourself, and making sure that you're able to kind of like embrace that part of yourself, where you're, your moderation and patience, and you're just trying to be very balanced in whatever it is that's going to be going on here. The Page of Cups and the Lovers. That's neat. All right, the Page of Cups is, all right, so you got maybe new romance, new love coming in. You're having like maybe messages of, like maybe you're getting emails or something like that from somebody who wants to touch base. Maybe even, maybe they're thinking about having a relationship with you, or you them. And the Page of Cups, this is where you'd find your support. So this person now if this is somebody that you would actually find support in, now the Pages, they're the youngest. I mean, this could be children. And, maybe you are, you're around children, maybe you have a child, and that's where you find your support in your children or your child. But it could also be just somebody that has they're not very, maybe there's an aspect of them that's a little bit not as much, little bit immature, but you find support in them. Or this could be a message from the person that you find support in. Because we have the outcome with the advice and encouragement, it's this Lover's card. Now this could be a person, I feel like this little cup is being offered to. Yeah, it could be somebody that, you would not be happy with them not being in your life. And I don't know if it's platonic or romantic, but this almost feels like a soulmate, but we have a lot of, soulmates don't always have to be, lovers. It's whatever relationship it is, it's just you have that tight bond, with somebody, you know their darks and your deeps and darks, and they know yours, and they love you anyway. And so it could be like a really good friend. It could be, a family member, specifically, or a relationship. Let's see if we can find anything else out. All right. What are we going to find out about? What do we need to know about the Two of Pentacles here for Pisces? Two of Pentacles for Pisces. Okay. Well, we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Staffs. All right, so whatever this balancing that you're doing, the juggling that you're doing, I feel like it's going to go fast, whatever the situation is. You're pushing really fast through it. And this Wheel of Fortune puts you in that whatever it is that you're balancing, it's not permanent. Like the way we all ride on our wheel, it's, sometimes we're on the top, sometimes we're on the bottom. But it's not a permanent situation. It's, the karmic wheel, and, where you're kind of like vibrating and you're putting out good energy, you're on the top longer. But, everything, if your karma is good, if you're like vibrating good. But this just tells me, okay, your cycle's going to change, and whatever it is that you're balancing, I keep saying balancing, whatever it is that you're juggling, the idea is going to move faster, so maybe you won't have to juggle so much anymore. What about this Page of Swords? All right, got the Devil and Six of Coins. Again, balance. All right, looks like you may at one point feel like you couldn't get, I keep coming up with balance for you. There's something about balancing something. I don't know if this is your work life or home life. I feel like you need balance in some sense, because that's what the Six of Coins, it's just like balancing. Okay. Anyway, now the Devil, I feel like this is an energy of you not being able to believe in yourself. It's almost like you have false narrative going on in your head that nobody else put there. You're doing it. You're just like, so maybe you are a little bit, overwhelmed by all the things that you have to do or what you planned on doing. And I feel like you're putting like a false, just false truths in your head where you're going, well, I can't do this, see, it's too much. I don't think that's true. But, I don't know you, but that's what it feels like, because you are perfectly able to balance out what you have. Oops, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, with the 6 coins, it's showing it's like you're perfectly able to balance it out. Even though that devil's like whispering in your ear and causing you kind of grief. Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Staffs. Alright, so now you have a victory. Whatever it is that you were trying to do and you wanted to do, you're acknowledged for it. Again, I don't know where it is in your life, but you actually have a lot of options opening up to you because of that. Because you showed little devil dude away, said, I'm not going to listen to that anymore. And you were able to overcome it, and then you realize all the other options that opened up for you. You have choices, lots of choices. So what about this Eight of Cups? Still celebrating. All right, so you have the Four Staffs and the Four of Coins. And that tells me, all right, so, you know, something good went on. You're celebrating. I don't know if it's specific, like you might have been out maybe at a wedding, or doesn't have to be. But there's a celebration going on. It might be just a small party. But I feel like you are still not going to give up a whole lot of time and energy and, yeah, time, energy. Because you're going to still hold on to something. You're still holding on to it, and I don't think it's money. It's just pieces of yourself. You're not trying to give up a whole lot of that, even though all this is going good. What about this King of Swords? Let me tell you about this King of Swords. Knight of Coins and Ace of Coins. So all right, so you want to start something new. I feel like you are, because you got this, again, this financial opportunity that's coming out, and, you know, you were juggling and you realized, oh, I can balance, I can do this. But it might be just a very, very slow go. It's not going to be overnight, but it's going to be sturdy. The Knight of Coins, he's the slowest knight that there is, and he's sturdy and he's determined. And it's like all about hard work, productivity, you know, being in a routine. So this could be somebody, you know, around you that's helping you with this, or that's just going to be like how it's going to go. It's going to be sturdy. You're going to work hard, but it's going to be productive. But it might take a while. So what about this Chariot? Alright, the Nine of Staffs and the King of Staffs. Alright, it looks like in whatever situation that was going on, you have resilience. So if things didn't work and, you know, it wasn't working out before, you have enough resilience and experience to be able to get past that. And this King of Staffs, this could be somebody that, you know, they're very, like, natural born leader, very charismatic. Maybe it's somebody that you're working with, male or female, or it could just be your energy, because you have to be resilient to keep pushing through what you're getting done. All right, what about this Temperance? Oh, the Lovers again. And the Five of Swords. Now, Lovers, not only can it be, you know, soulmate type person, you know, but it could actually also be a choice that you make. And you might, right here, it feels like you're making a choice based on like you're at a crossroads, because you know you're going to have consequences to whatever choice it is that you're going to be making. And I feel like this choice might be whether you're going to choose to take on something bigger than you thought it would be, like bite off more than you could chew. And if you're not sure that you want to do that, so maybe even though you're resilient and, you have it in your mind that this can happen, but maybe you're just deciding, all right, well, if I do this, it might be more than I was ready for, and there's going to be consequences to it. What about this Page of Cups? Oops. Three of Swords and Justice. This Three of Swords, it might have been a situation that I feel like you might have realized you can't, or you don't think that you could, even though, Mr. Devil down there was telling you couldn't do it. Maybe it got to the point where you can't bite off more than you could chew. So you don't want to overdo it. And I feel like it might have, kind of like hurt you a little bit because, you had a plan and you wanted to live with it, or you wanted to do it. And this Justice is really kind of pretty much, again, with the balance. But it's like regardless of what, it's for good or for bad. However, it's going to, whoever's side it's going to go on, justice is fair. So whether, whatever was going on, and maybe there was a situation where you needed to have justice over something, because this Five of Swords can also be win at all costs. I don't know where that would have come up at, but you did have the resilience here, so maybe you did have to, kind of like fight or battle out something that was a little more, paper, like I want to say, maybe it was like a business or, I don't know, papers or contracts or something like that. And I don't know if anything's going to end up in a court or anything like that. But I feel like, something... Something hurt your heart. Because if this was very close to you, of course it would hurt if it wasn't able to come through. Now this Lovers, again, this was the choices instead of the person. Let's see what that would be. Because, it really feels like you were definitely going to be making something happen. Queen of Cups. And the Sun. I feel like, there's definitely happiness. And this feeling of taking care of yourself. A lot of self-care. And you're feeling pretty good. So that might have just been a blip. Now, in all honesty, the way the Sun came out, it came out upside down. And I don't usually read upside downs. But if that being the case, if we did read it like that, it's not a happy, joyful time. So I guess, take it as it resonates. Because whatever happened here, it might have, just kind of like put a crimp in whatever it is that you were thinking of doing or you were doing it. And it might have stalled you for a little bit. But just like with, nothing's permanent, right? All right, let's see if we can get an oracle card. Oh, look at the bigger picture. This is the full moon in Sagittarius. And let's try this one. faith. All right, I kind of get this. So whatever it is that you had going on, and I think you're still going to continue having it go on, but you might end up with a blip somewhere. But look at the bigger picture and have faith that you're going to get it done, and you're going to get it how you wanted it to be. All right, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you want to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, write me a comment if it resonated. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll be back in a couple of weeks for mid-month, all right? Take care.